Hi, so this mini lecture is to talk a little bit about writing assignment 1. So for this assignment and for all the writing assignments in this course, they're between 4 and 6 pages, and that doesn't include the cover page and the bibliography, so those are in addition to the 4 to 6 pages. They're always due by 11:59 p.m. on the due date listed, and in the case of writing assignment 1, that due date is September 19th. You have to submit them through Turnitin. It's through the Blackboard page. There's a link and they have to be either in doc or PDF format. You choose one topic for each assignment. And if you're in the writing assignment folder, you'll see that there's a prompt page that lists all of them for all 3 writing assignments. Okay, so let's talk about writing assignment 1. Your 2 choices are either choice 1, are you alive? How do you know? Sounds straightforward, but it's not. Write a comprehensive essay that shows awareness of both the traditional biomedical determinations of death and the definition of brain death to prove you are alive. A really good way to think about this prompt is if you were asked to show that you were not dead, how would you do it? So you'd go through the traditional definitions of death and you'd think, do I have breath? Do I have pulse? Do I have all those things? You might think about cultural definitions of death. Are you being socially ostracized? Are you, dead in any kind of cultural sense to prove you are alive? And when you're writing this essay, I want you to show awareness that you understand all the different ways that death is understood, and you understand if they can or cannot apply to you. This is a first-person essay, so feel free to use first person, like I. I know that a lot of your training says don't use first person in essays. It's okay for this one. You do, of course, like in all your essays in this class, have to cite your sources to make sure you're using both inside class sources and outside materials to prove your argument. But again, first-hand perspective is totally fine for this one. The second question prompt for writing assignment 1 is use Becker's ideas to analyze one heroic project in our contemporary society that helps manage the fear of death. Think creatively here. How do we manage our fear of death? How does that fit within Becker's analysis? So by now, you should be fairly familiar with Becker's argument, especially the 4 strands of the braid of his argument. So what I want you to do for this prompt is, look around. This is a good time to put those internet skills to use and find one example of a heroic project. So something you think fits the definition that's outlined in Becker, something that helps us avoid a fear of death, and then analyze it. So you're going to rely really heavily here on your outside materials to find that heroic project and to think about it using Becker's frame. How is it helping people manage their fear of death? What's the mechanism in place? Is it working? If you have any questions about whether something you see out there constitutes a heroic project, you can always send me an email and then we can work one-on-one to make sure that the topic you've chosen really is a heroic project. Both of these examples, both of these question prompts ask you to think critically about the material we're covering in the course and to apply it in contemporary society. And that's always the goal in a class like this, to take what we've learned and apply it. So just so you know, that's why we do these essay prompts, to work on that link between text and application. So if you have any questions about anything in writing assignment 2, please just send me an email or come to online office hours. Again, these are due September 19th. You can find the information in the writing assignment content folder where you found this lecture. And you can also find the links to turn them in. You are encouraged to turn them in as early as you want. There's absolutely no penalty for turning something in, even tomorrow if you wanted. There is, however, no late work accepted, so try to get those in nice and early. Okay,